Welcome to Retail Level Up's Moment with Mickey. You know, we're approaching the year end, and I know that most of us are looking forward to this year end like we have never looked forward to a year end before. But before we rush to put this year into the history books, this is the perfect time to take a look at all of the goals that we had for this year and how close we came to achieving them. Now, I know that there are tons of reasons why a lot of those goals weren't achieved. And this year, for sure, there were more reasons than I can remember in a year ever. And yet, there's tons of examples of people, individuals, and businesses that are achieving their goals, that are succeeding where everyone else is failing. Why is that? What is their secret? How could they possibly have done well in this year of all years? Well, there are some consistent steps that those people and those businesses have followed this year, and it's bringing them to success. And I'm going to let you in on their secret. There are 5 universal steps to success when you're trying to reach a significant goal, whether that's personal, professional, business, whatever the goal is. There's 5 universal steps that will help you succeed. Number 1, write it down. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals and the action steps that they need to take are 80% more successful in achieving them. 80%. That's huge. Now, at Retail Level Up, we work with tons of clients, and we can see the results when the people actually write their goals down and write their action steps, put it in writing. They are hands down more successful at achieving what they want to achieve and what they set out to achieve than those who don't write it down. So the number 1 step is to write it down. Number 2, set due dates. You know, it's great to have your to-do list. Lots of people use to-do lists, and they're wonderful. They work really well for a lot of people. But how often have you had this long list of to-dos, and there's certain ones that keep getting moved from one day to the next day, to next week, to next month, and they just never seem to get done? You need to set a due date or a done-by date for each of those action steps. That helps you actually figure out when are you going to take the time to work on these things. And you know what your destination is. You know when you need to work on that so that you can achieve it by that date. So set due dates. Number 3, track and measure your actions. Now, what am I talking about here? Like creating my own report card? Actually, yes. You need to know that you're taking the steps that you need to take in order to achieve your end results. Now, there's lead indicators and there's lag indicators. Now, a great example of this is, let's say you had a goal that you wanted to lose weight. Retail Level Up doesn't help people lose weight, but it's a great universal topic that everybody can relate to. So let's say you want to lose weight. You know that when you step on that scale, there's going to be a number there, and that is going to indicate to you whether or not you are getting close to reaching your goal. That is the lag indicator. That represents the end results. Your lead indicators are those little, seemingly insignificant steps that you need to take every day, every week to help you achieve your end result. So those are things like getting more physical activity, watching what you eat, replacing high-fat, high-calorie foods with low-fat, low-calorie foods. Those are all those little tasks, those lead indicators that you need to do in order to hit your end result. Well, if you just have a mental, checklist, these are the things I need to be doing, but at the end of the day, at the end of the week, if you don't know whether or not you've done them, and if you haven't kept track, you can't remember if you've done them, you're never going to achieve your goal. So tracking and measuring your actions is really important to achieving your goal. Let's say you're a store manager of your own store, and you know that when you post pictures of new product with great descriptions and put that on social media, your customers come in because they want to see that new product. You can drive traffic. And you know in order to do that, you need to do these social media posts. But when you get to the end of the week, and you said you were going to do 5, but you've only done 1, and now it seems kind of silly to do 4 in a day. Well, that is a lead indicator. Those are those little steps that you should be keeping track of and measuring whether or not you do them. Step number 4, schedule yourself with yourself. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means, great, you have this long list of to-dos. Great, you're keeping track of whether you're doing them or not. Those are all great steps. But until you start actually carving out the time on your calendar to take action and to work on those things that you know you need to work on, you're always going to be falling short. Until you put the same level of priority on your own time as you do as the time of others, you will always fall just a little bit short of reaching your goals. You'll always be a little bit less productive and a little less efficient than you could be. So start estimating how long is it going to take you to do that task, and carve out the time on your calendar specifically to work on that task. In the beginning, you're probably not going to be a great estimator of time, but you'll get better the more you do it. And the more you do it, the more efficient you'll be. And you'll be amazed at how much you can get done in a day or in a week just by planning it out and scheduling yourself with yourself. And the final tip, the universal step to success that a lot of people miss, but the smart ones are actually taking advantage of. And that is, get yourself an accountability partner. Better yet, hire a coach. Studies have shown that when you share your goal with someone else, the level of execution increases, because once you've shared it and you put it out there, it kind of like makes it real. And then when someone else knows that you said, I'm going to be working on this, and then they see you a week or a month later and say, hey, how's that going? You have to say whether or not you did what you said you were going to do. It's a very powerful motivator. But there is a note of caution on this. No matter how much your friends or your family love you, like you, they probably are not skilled or experienced or trained in how to help you reach your goals. That's where hiring a professional coach makes all the difference. And at Retail Level Up, we have the tips, the experience, the resources to help you achieve your goals. So when you're ready to start planning for the next year, which is right around the corner, please reach out to Retail Level Up. Visit us at retaillevelup.com and check out our courses that we have available, and send us a note at info@retaillevelup.com, because we are here to help you set and achieve your goals that you've been wanting and wishing and hoping for. Well, the new year is your year to make it happen. So like us and follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and we will be seeing you soon. Because now, even more than ever, it's time to level up.